What she's scared of? That's what I'm saying. Why is she like, Kaden, are you there? Oh my God. Kaden, like, go out there. Go get him. If you think you saw something. Missing boy found by unexpected hero.
That's where I saw him last, like right there, literally in 2 seconds.
Okay.
And he does play right here, but he knows not to go in the woods. But if I'm not with him, he might. That's the trail that I saw him go down.
You can't have walked that far. It's only, you'd be surprised.
How long has he been gone?
Our only son, so he's our world. Oh no.
A Florida mom's most unspeakable fears come to life when her 3-year-old son goes missing in the treacherous woods behind their house.
Treacherous woods behind her house. How? Okay, I'm just gonna say it. How the fuck did you let a 3-year-old just wander off into the woods? How? They're 3. They can barely walk. Like, hello? You really couldn't pay attention?
Police must use all of their manpower, tools, and training if they're to overcome the daunting odds. But if it seems that all hope is lost on this tragic morning, maybe
someone else might have been watching him. That is the mom. It is the mom's job. And it doesn't look like someone else is there. She literally said that she saw him walking into the woods. We heard that.
Vigilant neighbor and diligent officers can save the day.
And you said, I'm back.
We'll see.
Come on, this way.
We'll see what happens.
Police in DeLand, Florida spring into action when a desperate woman called.
She gentle parented and just told him not to go. Dude, the gentle parenting shit is so fucking like misunderstood. Oh my God. I hate that shit. The like quote unquote gentle parenting. That's not like, people think gentle parenting is just letting kids do whatever they want and then suggesting for them to do shit. Gentle parenting just means don't hit your kids. That's it. Gentle parenting is literally the equivalent of not hitting your kids. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Calls 911 to report that her
Or don't vocally abuse your children either. Don't scream at their faces and call them profanities, right? Like, obviously, tell your kid what to do and enforce rules on them, but that's gentle parenting. Don't hit them.
3-year-old son has vanished into the woods behind her house.
Oh, there's a ton of woods back here. Let's hope he ended up in like a neighbor's backyard.
There's a lot of people out on the street, though. I would hope that if, a person saw a 3-year-old by himself walking around.
That would be a welcome outcome because the Florida woods harbor a number of threats, including rattlesnakes, other venomous snakes, wild hogs, and even bears. For a child this young, even the landscape itself can turn hostile.
I just want to know how the child escaped.
Quickly,
how the child got out.
The residents, responding officers with the DeLand Police Department.
Was someone watching? That's what I want to know.
Conduct a thorough search of the home, hoping to bring this crisis to a successful end as soon as possible.
Josh, don't shut.
Just start looking at him.
They're just making sure the kid isn't playing hide and seek.
Good in all the closets and stuff.
As the initial sweep of the house winds down with no encouraging results, Jennifer's distress grows by the moment.
I know he's your. Where's the dog gonna be? They're running code. They're going as fast as they can. But that dog is very good. I need him here immediately because I know. He's only 3. Has he ever done this before? No. Okay.
Okay, what did he do?
Picture of him? Yeah.
What did the child do?
Damn.
Like, did you have the door open and the child walked outside? Because you definitely have a sliding door.
Don't scream or hit or berate. Not how we grew up, right, pig? The bad old days.
That's what's stupid, is like, parents think that like, dude, I never will ever understand parents who still hit their kids after they got abused and hit. Like, are they jealous? Like, are they jealous that their child's gonna have a better life than them if you don't hit them? Well, whenever I did this, I didn't get away with it. My parents beat the shit out of me, so I'm gonna do the same thing to you. It's like, what do you fucking, wouldn't you want to give your child a better life? Like, I feel like that's what goes through their heads. It's like they see a child like be disrespectful, for example. Like say your child talks back to you, right? And then in your brain, you go, well, when I was younger and I did that, my parents beat the shit out of me. So now I'm going to do that to you. But actually, I don't know if you guys know this, but if your child has the capability to even talk back to you, that means that you can open a conversation with them and you could actually talk to them, right? And you could actually, like, yeah, sure, you can, like, demand rules and, like, you know, make them do things and tell them what's right or wrong. But the fact that they even feel comfortable talking back to you is a good sign that they're not afraid of you. Like, I would never talk back to my parents, right? I would never do that, because if I did, like, shit happened, right? But and there are times, don't get me wrong, there are times whenever Ezra's talking back to me, I'm just like, boy, you know, he's like, that anger, right? That anger is like, you dare talk to me like that. But you know, you don't act on it. You just talk to him and be like, bro, you don't do that shit, right? Like, you don't talk to me like that. Like, that's all you got to do.
Everything.
There's a video. Okay, let me just take a picture.
Police officers are streaming into the area.
They might genuinely believe that the abuse they got was normal. I mean, good point. That is actually a good point. They probably didn't realize that what happened to them was actual abuse. And so they just think that's how you're supposed to raise a
The
child.
search helicopter is en route, and the K-9 unit is on the way. Still, a lot can go wrong in just a few minutes.
How did the child
and a
get
note of
out?
Panic creeps into Jennifer's voice as she relates the story of what happened.
Oh, here we go.
Cat, she didn't have any food this morning. So I let her in, and I watched Caden walk in the backyard. I watched him down by the sand pit. It was less than 20 seconds, and he was gone. He had this habit with him. I don't know. I cannot find him. I don't know.
A 3-year-old running all the way into the woods in 20 seconds. Starting to think it's more than 20 seconds. I don't know.
That's all I want when you're here. They have a dog coming to small.
Ma'am, just try to come over here.
Unless someone yoinked him. Unless someone yoinked him. That's the only thing. It can happen. We're talking about a 3-year-old here. We're talking about a 3-year-old. They can barely walk, let alone run.
Several new officers arrive at the scene, and more are on the way. This is an all-hands-on-deck emergency.
Surprised your yard isn't fully fenced in? Yeah, that's actually interesting that it's just like, it's like the sides are fenced, but the back is just open woods. But I don't know.
So the last place was just out back here?
Down here by the woods. I guess he likes the woods, but we're just trying to keep her off the track
Did
because
we yell for him and all that?
Yeah,
that's
she
what
did,
mom
she was.
did. Yeah, she's been down. She's been up and down.
Jennifer is at her wit's end, making it even more crucial for police to keep their cool.
Quinn's trying to keep mom off the track right now because she's.
I used to teach 3-year-olds and they can most definitely run. Guess what? I'm also a parent. I'm a dad. I have a child who is 3 years old. I have a hard time believing that a 3-year-old can just dart directly all the way back into the woods so far that their mom can't even find them in 20 seconds.
I don't blame her. I mean, he's free.
Oh, yeah, I'd be.
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing
Mickey
that.
Mouse shirt, blue pants, came across, got a tablet with them. He's 3. Caden.
We need this dog.
I think he's here.
The K-9 unit has arrived, and the police now have an important...
To be fair, you parent one kid, a teacher handles dozens of different children. What's the difference? I know what a 3-year-old can and can't do. That's the only thing you need to know.
new ally in the search for the missing boy.
Does it matter how many 3-year-olds that you interact with? The fact that you know what a 3-year-old is capable of is all that this needs right now. That's all the information you need right now.
Like maybe some blanket, pillow, like. All right, Bubbles. Time to make that money. Time to make that money, Bubbles.
Before the dog Midnight can begin the search, he must familiar.
But yeah, she should be watching. Well, my whole point is just I don't believe it's 20 seconds. That's literally it. That's all it is. Okay, that's all it is. I believe it's more than 20 seconds. That's all I need to say. We'll move on from that. I'm pretty sure most of us can agree that it's more than 20 seconds. That's all I'm saying.
Familiarize himself with Caden's specific scent.
I don't know. Maybe in her head she thought it was 20 seconds, but it could have been like 3 minutes. You know, like time. You know, if you're like doing something or working on something, you might just forget. You know. Go, doggo, go!
Never seen midnight work.
Corporal Clark gets his dog focused on the mission with a check command STOPA, meaning track.
Dopa! Dopa! Dopa!
We're going to stay here, okay? So while the dog works.
That's where I saw him last, like right there, literally in 2 seconds.
Okay.
And he does play right here, but he knows not to go in the woods. But if
Wait, so your child was out here? That makes more sense. Why would you take your, what? That is terrible. That's a terrible idea. He's 3 and you're leaving your child all the way out here by himself? Nah. Now, if this was a fenced-in yard, yeah, do whatever you want. But really? No. Okay, now the 20 seconds makes more sense. I thought she said like she left the door open, turned around, 20 seconds later he's gone. Now it's starting to connect. All right, now it's starting to make sense.
I'm not with him, he might. That's the trail that I saw him go down.
I got you.
But if there's no water over here.
She's 100% gonna blame the kid. She already did. She said that the kid knows better not to go into the woods, which is a dumb thing to say. The kid knows better when they're 3.
Okay.
You know if there's any water over here?
I do not know.
Yeah, maybe it was 20
We got
seconds.
our helicopter up. We got our track dog.
I take it
The
back.
search is in full swing, but Jennifer's knowledge of the wooded landscape may not be entirely accurate.
There's a bunch of water down there, Tab. There's a bunch of water down there.
The presence of water adds an undeniable layer of danger to the situation, and not just due to the unique threat of alligators. Nearly 1,000 children drown every year in the U.S., and more than half of them are under the age of 4. Even with these distressing statistics at hand,
that makes sense.
the mission remains the same.
She keeps saying she saw him going down the trail. The comments right now. Yeah, I know. Dude, actually, after this video, I want to show you guys. There's like 3 or 4 people that comment on every single one of my posts and leave like an essay-long thing about something I said that they didn't like in the video. I'm not exaggerating. Every single fucking video, there's like 4 people who type a goddamn essay about how they didn't like something I said. It's wild. I'm living, dude, I'm living in their head, man. Rent free.
As Midnight does his best to sniff out the right track, police continue to canvass the area and speak to neighbors.
Yeah. You go ahead and sit down, man.
No, it's taking everything in me not to go over there.
I got you. If you like to sit down.
Stand right out here.
Okay. You want to sit down right here, though, ma'am? So you don't.
But still, I can't imagine like the actual terror she's feeling right now. Yeah, she had a severe lapse in judgment, leaving her child right next to the forest. But yeah, she's probably flipping out. Just wait until they see this then. Oh yeah, there's probably already been multiple comments. There's already been multiple comments. There's probably gonna be multiple comments about how I know nothing about children or something like that.
Tablet with him, so he's engulfed in his. That's how it happened.
Gotcha.
He never comes out here with his tablet. He's not allowed. But I was literally putting groceries away.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I'd be running into the woods everywhere while calling the police on my phone, screaming his name. I'd be going crazy. I mean, if we're talking 20 seconds, right? That's crazy. 20 seconds and the child's just poof, right? Like if she's running right out in the woods and yelling for the child's name over and over, if she did that, which I assume she probably did.
I feel like it's because he had his tablet and he's just looking at the screen and he just walked.
Oh, and the kid has a tablet. Now it's starting to make sense. And the kid has a tablet. Okay. Well, now I'm starting to realize a little bit of negligence going on here. iPad 3-year-old walking around with an iPad. We got an iPad kid running out into the woods. All right. Yeah, now I'm starting to feel like the more than 20 seconds is starting to get a little bit stronger.
Couldn't
Alright, so the good news is cameras didn't capture him going to the front, so yes.
No, that door was
For
not
sure.
gonna be able to be open, and he knows not to go on the side of the house. That's why.
Stop saying he knows. Stop saying he knows. He's 3. It doesn't matter if you told him not to do something. They're going to do the thing you told them not to do. They're children, especially a 3-year-old. That is wild to say.
Like, he's back here.
Okay.
The fact
That
that
is
Caden is
wild.
almost certainly in the woods may stretch the definition of good news, and that becomes more apparent when Midnight begins to falter in his search.
No, I think he just. Lost.
Go back to the beginning. Go back to the beginning.
The dog will need a fresh start, but back at the house, Jennifer sees something that gives her hope.
I could have sworn I just saw something over there.
I swear to God, if the child is like right there, I'm gonna lose
By
it.
any chance, are you guys walking back towards the residence?
Kaden!
10-9?
What's she scared of? That's what I'm saying. Why is she like, Caden, are you there? Oh my God. Caden, like, go out there. Go get him. If you think you saw something.
Okay, good. We saw something walk past, but
I could have
don't know if it's you guys.
I don't know.
It could have been a bird.
Nothing?
You still working?
The officer assures Jennifer that the search is still ongoing, but the dog's unsuccessful first effort is not an encouraging sign. In another area of the woods, police come across an ominous sight.
Tablet.
Oh no. There's like a shed over there.
I
You
do
want me
not
to
like
check it out?
that.
Like a man looking shit?
Yeah.
Even though I got clothes or shoes on, I'm going. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Back at the house, Midnight reacquaints himself with the child's scent before giving the search another go.
Hey. Hey.
Think more stuff?
No, that should be good. Are you gonna go on your community page?
Yeah.
Let everybody know. I see the neighbors are walking around now.
The search for Caden has grown into a local event, with many people pitching in to help. Still, the police department's best hope remains with Midnight.
Yeah, that's good, boys. That's good, boys.
Dude, how far did this kid go?
Midnight is working hard under difficult conditions, but he eventually comes to an impasse, and it seems the trail has gone cold once again.
They're still looking. They're in the back with the
Dude, how did, like, if the kid, how far did this kid go? He was on a journey, yeah. He was booking it.
Jennifer's decision to immediately call for help was undoubtedly the right move, and the police are
You should look into 411 kids. They can go far. Trust me, I've heard plenty of stories. Yeah, I know. I know the stories of like a child disappearing and ending up like 7 miles away from the location and shit like that. I know. I've heard plenty of stories.
determined not to leave any stone unturned.
But I feel like that's an outside source. That's not the child, you know, fucking running 7 miles. You know what I mean? Like, it could be an animal. That could be a person. There's loads of other things it could be. I don't, like, when I hear those stories, it ain't just the kid that's doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we copy. We're at the church right over here, which is directly north of it.
With Midnight tirelessly searching the woods, the cops spare no effort in looking everywhere else. Unfortunately, there's still no
Unless
sign of
aliens?
Caden,
Good point.
and the officers keep finding things that make the situation worse.
Kids in Terabithia right now. Dude, that movie's depressing.
Meanwhile, the officers with Midnight begin to lose faith in their trusted tracker.
I know.
They're acting like it's a kid's movie.
Oh no, he's on.
Dude, that's kind of funny. He's like, I don't know. Should we move on to like a bloodhound or something? I ain't trying to disrespect Midnight now, all right?
Chase dope. No, I got you. I know he finds people, but I'm just saying, just if we want to get corrections dogs out here, the man trackers.
It might be
Do
better.
you have a connection? You want me to go through dispatch?
I don't have a connection with them.
5 Beach Central.
Come on, dude, stop wrapping up.
He's doing his best. Yeah, I know. Give
You're gonna
Midnight another
frustrate me. You're
shot.
gonna get frustrated. Where's he at?
Did we overtake your dog and mess him up? I don't think so. Oh, he found it again. This is strange.
Windows of hope are beginning to close, but it's clear listening to Jennifer talking to a neighbor that she's not giving up the fight.
He was gone. Gone. I was screaming his name, and there's trails back there. I went down the trail. There's a trail that intersects, and there's people over here. I don't know what backs up over here. This all has happened in the less than 15 minutes. I don't want to hear that he's lost. I just want my son to be found.
He couldn't have walked that far. There's only 3.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, they got a lot of energy.
Back at the house, Jennifer seizes on a hideous possibility.
The fight sitting on your phone is crazy. Yeah, I know, right? I think, okay, to be fair, I do think the cops did tell her not to go out there, which I don't get. Like, I don't know. I feel like she should be able to go out there. I don't really understand why not. Like, what would it change or affect? I don't know. Maybe with the dog's scent or something? I don't know.
Possibility.
Hey, miss, do you think you could peek over in that pool? Okay. Can you look this?
If she's too under duress, yeah, but like, think about it. If you're a 3-year-old and you're lost in the woods and there's a bunch of like random dudes with dogs running around, like, you'd be freaked out and not want to go up to them. But if you heard your mom, maybe, right? If you saw your mom, you might be like, oh, okay, they're actually good. Like, the kid's way less likely to walk up to a stranger. So the kid could actually just be hiding from the cops this whole time, right? Like, if he sees the cops, he's not going to go up and be like, hey, I'm here. He's going to be like, who the hell are these people? What are they doing here?
See the pool? Can you just look over, see the pool? Make sure nothing's in the pool? Okay. Okay.
It is a moment of relief, but it doesn't answer Jennifer's most important question. Where is her son? However, the officer with her has heard something over the radio that could change the direction of this agonizing day.
Okay, cool. So they're out with her neighbor. They said about 4 or 5 minutes ago she's heard a little kid crying in the woods. So they're checking right now.
The officer just told me that a neighbor just heard a kid crying in the woods.
So it's a good thing. He's there. No problem. I'm trying to keep you updated.
He's our only son, so he's our world.
I gotcha. I completely understand.
I would have been in those woods though and calling the police at the same time. Well, she did say she ran out in the woods.
The neighbor who reported the sounds actually cautions officers that it might have been cats. Even so, in a search with very few leads, her story is the best thing they have to work with.
God damn, how far did this kid go?
Come on, this way. Hey.
There's no way he went on foot? Well, I mean, at this point, yeah. I mean, like, they've been searching for like 20 minutes. So yeah, the kid could get pretty far if he kept going. Yeah, it's definitely a kid.
Hey. Come here, buddy. Where you at?
Poor kid.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Get him, Bubba. Find him, Bubba.
Damn, he went deep. He's in there.
5, 10, and 11 Central, I got him.
A very close coworker of mine. Her 3-year-old daughter.
Guess what?
You know her.
Guess what? We found him.
It just haunts me. Where is it? Where?
What was that? I'm sorry. I was listening.
Yeah. You're saying, guess what? I was like, oh, you know.
No. I'm sorry. I was just trying to give you good news for a second.
Yeah. So it's like,
Yeah, give Midnight an extra treat. That's it? Well, yeah. I mean, did you read the title of the video? The title literally says "Missing Boy Found by Unexpected Hero." Like, what did you think? The kid was going to be dead or something?
We had to go to the funeral and she died because there was a retention pond. And it was just like, of all the million.
Weird response? Yeah, where's the, like, what, why are you going on about a random story about your worker? Like, your child has been found. Be happy. What is this?
For her to get out, she went right to the retention pond and drowned. 3 years old.
Gotcha.
This happened less than 5 years ago. So.
Okay. Not, oh my God, where? Where's my child? Take me to him now. Where is he? Not, yeah, so yeah, this one thing happened with my coworker, and it was crazy. Like, her kid died and stuff. It was like wild. Yeah, so yeah, just bring my kid back whenever. I don't know, just whenever you want.
So it's just, I know not to mess around with that. Always keep my eye on him.
Right.
You know,
Don't you dare blame him.
Okay, thank you so much. Until I
Would you like to sit down now?
No,
take a little.
until I see him, until he's in my arms. I'm like,
I gotcha.
Jennifer has been trapped in a nightmare of worst case.
Dude, why does it sound like she's blaming him? You know, like it sounded like she was about to blame him there. She's like, I know not to mess around with that, and I always watch him, but and then she cut off.
Not to mess around with that. Always keep my eye on him.
Right.
You know,
See? It kind of, like, it sounded like she was about to lead it to be like, he just, you know, he doesn't listen to me. He just always does this stuff, and I don't understand why.
We found him, though.
This problem Caden has right now is the incessant licking of a very excited search dog.
Yay, doggo!
Come on, I'm gonna take you home. I'm gonna take you home, okay? Come on.
I'd be overwhelmed with guilt. Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Is your blanket?
Come on.
Hey, buddy.
Good job.
It feels like she's expecting him to be smart, be better, and act like an adult. I know, like the kid's 3. And also he's an iPad kid, which if you guys don't know, iPad kids, you know, that's a problem. That's a genuine problem. Like it mentally fucks you up, especially when you're giving a 3-year-old an iPad to walk around with. Dude, Ezra wasn't even on screens until he was like, 5 or something like that. And it wasn't even like, he didn't walk around with an iPad. It wasn't something that like he had himself to carry around. I feel like that in of itself is a problem, is to give a child a thing that they could just walk around with and do whatever they want with. That's the bad, like if you play them shows, if you, you know, like have them in a controlled environment with screens, that's fine. But you have to be in control of the screen. And when the child's in control of the screen, that's when it gets bad.
You're not in trouble. Oh, he likes it. Good job. Come here. Come here.
My nephew's an iPad kid and he called me gay because I patted him on the back. He's like 4. Oh, dear Lord. What about fidget toys? What does fidget toys have to do with anything?
We're going to take your mom. We're going to take your mom, okay?
We're talking about screens.
Here, brother. Midnight here. Midnight here. Midnight here. Midnight here. Good boy. Good boy, buddy. Good boy.
Dude, he has his tablet too. It's so weird to go outside, but also be on a tablet. What's the point? Yeah, we actually, so like Ezra, you know, he has a computer. And what we do is like, we give him a little bit of time, but we give him at least like 4 or 5 hours, maybe even longer, of him where he either needs to go to his friend's house or he needs to go outside and do something. right? Like we give him a good amount of time where he needs to figure out something to do, like himself, right? He needs to figure out the thing because I don't want to just give him something to do. I feel like that's not enough. He needs to like think of himself something to do outside. There are plenty of things for him to do, but I want him to decide what to do rather than me just be like, hey, do this, or hey, do that, or hey, do this. You know what I mean? Because it gives him like a sense of individuality and he you know, control of that thing.
Oh boy, Bubba.
The neighbor's information turned the tide, and now the good news spreads.
They found him. Oh, thank God. Here, but I see him. I don't know, but okay. They told me they found him. Thank God. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, I was going to say.
Mom and child are finally reunited.
No.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This could just be me because this is just how I am as a person. I would be absolutely embarrassed as a parent right now. And my guilt would be shooting through the roof. I would not want anyone to like congratulate me or be excited for me. I would be like, I'm a terrible fucking parent. I'm so awful. I'm so sorry that you guys have to do this. This is all my fault. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I would react. I don't know. Maybe I just want to go cry and hold my kid. Same. That's what I'm talking about. It's like it would be like an embarrassment, guilt, and like all I would want to do is see my child. That's all I would care about in this moment, you know?
This is the good part of the job.
Yeah. Yeah.
We find kids that get lost, and we help mom. The neighborhood loves us. Come on. Oh, that's a good boy. Yeah. Good job. Thanks, sir.
There will likely be many takeaways from this long day.
Did he just call another officer good boy? Wait, what?
Oh, that's a good boy. Yeah.
Did he say who's a good boy?
Good job.
And pat him on the head? Talking about the dog? Yeah, I know, but it's like okay, I want to clarify it. Yeah, he says he's a good boy and he's talking about the dog, but it just looks funny because he looks at the other officer and he says, "Who's a good boy?" and then he pats him on the head. But I think he's talking to the dog, but it just looks funny, you know?
Boy. Yeah. Good job. Thanks, sir.
There will likely be many takeaways from this long day. But for
That's
now,
a good boy.
it's enough
That's
that
grown
the
man. That's
mom,
what I'm
child,
saying.
and police
It just
enjoy
looks
this
funny.
Singular moment of triumph.
You okay, buddy?
Literally 2 seconds.
You okay? You want to see his dog?
Did my doggy lick you too much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He licked you a lot.
You want to get a picture with your dog and him? Is it okay with you, Mom?
Yeah.
Can I
Just
take a
because
picture with you with my
these
dog?
are the things we're going to remember our whole career. This is it.
Doggo!
Lots.
Dude, honestly, this dog looks like Jack.
Lots. Lots.
Holy shit, this dog looks exactly like Jack.
Lots.
Harry Mike. Harry Cheese. Smile, big guy.
Holy shit, he does.
All right. I think that's all Midnight's going to give us.
Midnight can have it.
That's not yours. Hey. House.
But I want it.
Midnight may
That's
not
Jack.
get away with
That's actually Jack, though. That's what he would do. He'd take the toy and rip it up.
the boy's stuffed animal, but he won't leave the scene unrewarded.
Let's go!
Daddy, thank you for treats. You get the treats for being the big boys. It's such a good boys. There you go, Bubba's.
Oh, that's a good dog.
6 weeks later, the DeLand police chief recognized Officer Clark, K-9 Midnight, and 3 other
Let's
officers
go!
with the life-saving award for their work on this day. However, unfortunately, the neighbor who gave vital information was not recognized.
Well, that's lame. Because, like, not gonna lie, I don't think the cops would have found the kid unless the neighbor said something. That's just me. I was just saying. She helped more than the mom. She helped more than everyone. You know, like she actually helped more than everybody there. And no one gave her praise. No one said a word about her.
Now it's time to walk away. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Did you laugh or cry or maybe subscribed? I'll thank you either way. You know I will miss you. I hope you return. tell your friend or your mother to get me more views, please.